morning, everybody, and welcome to my Boston Marathon race weekend vlog. My name is Letty, and if you're new to my channel, I host the Marathon Running Podcast, and we create all sorts of running content and race vlogs. And when I say race vlogs, I mean like traveling to races and taking in all the vibes and everything. I'm not running Boston this year, actually. I'm just here to do interviews, media coverage, and like I said, soaking in the vibes, maybe find some people that I'm going to interview on future podcasts, etc. And I'm going to take you guys along with me because I feel like Boston is almost like Disney World for grown-ups. If you're not into Disney, but you're into running, I think this is going to be your vibe. So first off, today on the schedule, I'm going to be going to the press conference, which is going to be at the Fairmont Hotel, where the elite athletes are staying, and hopefully I'm going to be able to catch some interviews and hear what they have to say about this amazing race. Later in the afternoon, I'm going to be at Marathon Sports, where we're going to be interviewing Keira D'Amato, who is the American record holder. Very excited for that too. And then there's tons of other events at Tracksmith and Runner, etc., etc. And like I said, I'm going to take you with me. So with that, let's head to the Fairmont Hotel. All right, so I just got checked into the room coming back from the press conference. The press conference was epic, like they normally are, and I'm very excited because the field of this year's Boston Marathon is amazing, and I'm going to probably film a whole thing about how I think it's going to go, and maybe have a video for you guys where we explain and go over some names that we should know anyway, no matter whether or not they win. And so I'm gonna relax for a little bit, and later on we have the event with Keira D'Amato, which I am hosting along with UCAN and my friend Rizzo, so that's gonna be cool too. And after that, we're gonna head to Tracksmith for that kickoff party, and of course I'll take you. All right, so I'm at the expo, picking up something for a couple friends, and the expo is happening. So Adidas is the main sponsor for this race, and so they have a huge Adidas store, but they don't really allow a lot of competition in here, which is why Newbury Street and Boylston are the two places where all the pop-up tents and all the events are happening, besides obviously Adidas. Now I've gone through Adidas and I'm looking at everything else around here. I know that there's a stage somewhere that I want to find and see who's speaking. All right, so just made it to Marathon Sports. This is where we're going to be hosting our panel. And here is Rizzo.
What's up?
Check out his amazing camera. We're going to capture it all, and it's going to be poppin'. I'm very excited. This is going to be the first of many future panels, so hopefully it'll go well.
And alongside Rizzo, we have Letty from the Marathon Running Podcast. Letty has run 60 plus marathons around the world. That's all things running culture. Give it up for Letty. Last but not least, this is who everybody is here waiting for. She is the American record holder in the 10 mile. She once held the American marathon record and half marathon record at the same time. Marathon champion, marathon pro, number one in our hearts, Keira D'Amato.
I ran in 2018 as part of the masses, and now this year I'm running in the pro field, which feels just very wild. So, but it's fun to see the kind of the full circle of it all.
Amazing.
So there's hope for all of us, right? All right, so with that, let's talk about that, your story of how you got back into running.
Yeah, I'm sure there's going to be a book tour. I don't know what that looks like yet.
What do you do before you go to a run?
I like being in a group or room that does like a slow clap for me.
We're all excited to follow you along, and we're going to cheer for you. And with that, all right. So I just got done with my first official panel interviewing an elite athlete. I do a ton of press things all the time, but I've never had a panel and get to interview in front of an audience. And I have to say, I was a little bit thinking about how I wasn't nervous going in. I practice law. Every time I have a hearing, I get a little bit nervous because it's always someone's life at stake. And here, it's more like my passion, and it was fun. So I was waiting to get nervous, and I didn't get nervous. And then when the event happened, it was amazing. And now we're heading to the Tracksmith kickoff party. Probably stop by Runner first to see how that goes. They're very close to Tracksmith. And then we're going to call it a night. So very exciting for this very first day in Boston. My personal videographer for the day. No, for the event. Okay.
For the event.
And here's Esther, who is gonna kill and slay it on Monday, and she's drinking beer.
I am. I mean, it's not alcoholic, but it's still good.
And we're just chilling, and then after this, we're gonna hop over to Tracksmith. There's also Mark Polina's book. He was a guest on our podcast, and I love seeing that he's promoting his book here. And this is the space. I just wanted to show it. I don't have my ID with me. Can you vouch for me being over 21? I'm glad that my skincare works that great.
Pretty good. Let's see. On in.
I'm gonna have you do the tour again, like always. We hung out at the track house a little bit. I got to see the area where I'm gonna be hosting the interview with the Sydney race director on Sunday to call it a night and hopefully catch some Z's, because tomorrow we're getting up very early for a shakeout run with some of the elite athletes, and we're also gonna watch the 5K. Very exciting stuff. All right, this is the finish line for the night. Can't wait for what the rest of this weekend entails. And as always, I will take you with me. Have a good night. Just ran into Daike from LA, which is funny because I always run into her. I ran into her in Tokyo too. So it's kind of cool. We're doing a shakeout before the shakeout, and we're running by the 5K that hasn't started yet, but it already looks epic here. Still running. Of the 5K, but he is running. Rizzy, you ready for that?
I'm ready. I'm just gonna go have fun. That's it. Nothing more.
That's the main thing. You guys ready for this?
Yes!
It's like we never left Athens.
I know! I can't believe we just found each other in this.
It's amazing. How are you doing? Are you running on Monday too?
Not Monday, because I'm running London, so I'm just going to take that one.
Where's your mom?
She's up there. I was actually just finding people, friends. We have people back there. We have people up there. So.
Oh my gosh, good luck. Have fun.
Thank you.
And I'll see you in London.
Yes.
Here we are going into the Fairmont for our shakeout.
That was smart.
So we just got done with our Shakeout run, and what else? Now we're heading back to the Westin and engage in all these other festivities and celebrations of running and the running community. Maybe check out the marathon zone in a little bit since it's now open. And this is the current situation. So we're at Marathon Recovery Zone at the Westin. Then we're gonna go grab breakfast, and that's it. And here's my friend Min.
What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody?
Erica has arrived, and we're gonna meet her. And we call her Hurricane Erica, and you'll see why. This is why. What's poppin'? They're here. Let me first. This is Dawn. This is Wes. Oh shoot! I should have brought my thingy mom like that. But I have this, and I'm gonna lose it. Now I'm just gonna relax. I'm gonna have two roommates, which is gonna be Erica and her fiance Dean when he gets here. They're awesome people, so that's exciting. I'm gonna get off my feet a little bit and relax. All right, so the resting phase didn't last too long. I am headed to New Balance track. The New Balance track is like a track that's in Brighton, so it's just about 3 miles from the common area in Boston, and they are gonna have a relay, and I'll explain later, but it sounds really interesting. It's just a marathon distance, and you can have as many runners as you want, etc., and groups completing that. Just a fun run. So let's go. Alright, so leaving New Balance track experience, which was really cool. We want to do it next year. There are still tons of teams with laps to go, and I think a lot of people are just doing it for fun because they're running the marathon on Monday. So anyway, heading back now, and I might skip the Hoka party because my feet are barking at me, because obviously I'm not wearing Hoka shoes. Alright, checking in. Waiting on the tea, and I'm exhausted. And I ran 6 miles, but I didn't even do anything except for run around, and I run my mouth a lot. It's perfect weather, and I know people are going to hate me for saying that because it is close to the marathon and it's weather in the 70s. But I know it's going to cool down again, so you guys are going to have amazing weather for the marathon. And it'll be amazing. Walking through what they will be crossing on Monday, the finish line. I love Boston and how everyone is everyone's always at the finish line. They love it, they open it up, it's really beautiful, and you can see shortly how it's painted on the ground.
The Marathon Running Podcast downloaded right now.
I don't know what he's doing. But I hope it's not what he's going to be doing on Monday.
Fire me up.
All right, so this is a wrap on Saturday night. Another successful day of this amazing Boston weekend. I can't wait for tomorrow, Sunday. Another full day of just running events and all that stuff. Tomorrow we have an interview with the Sydney race director, which I'm also very excited for. And that will be on my podcast. We got community questions, everything, things that everybody wants to know. So very exciting. And with that, I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to be respectful and not talk in the room because we have two roommates, well, one roommate and her boyfriend. So I'm going to wrap it up right here. And you guys have a good night. Good morning. It is Sunday and I'm going for a shakeout run because I woke up, couldn't go back to sleep and figured I have a marathon next weekend. I still need to do a run. And I know that when I go to these official shakeout runs, I usually don't really get a good run in. I just kind of chat a lot and all that stuff. So the goal right now is to go out there, run about an hour. I got my little winter layers on and we'll see how it goes.
I should have, but
All right, so I'm heading to the Tracksmith media event, and it starts at 10. I'm already here. I didn't do a shakeout run with anyone, but it's happening here. I'm going to say hi to some people, and that's that.
Hey! Good morning! Good! Yeah, we're ready. We got some sleep, did a little shakeout run. Ate a lot of food yesterday. Good. So much food.
And what's on the agenda today?
Today we're gonna go have some breakfast, coffee, go to the finish line, take photos, and then just kind of rest up.
It's like the perfect Boston experience.
Here.
Aziza in the house!
Me on the move, falling apart because I can't get my microphones to work.
All right, I just got done having brunch with Tracksmith. Now I am heading back to my room to get my camera equipment because I am scheduled to do an interview with the race director of the Sydney Marathon. Very excited for it, but I'm running late and I don't want to be late because I'm German and Germans aren't late. We're never late. So I'm fighting my inner Ecuadorian for the time. I'm going to make it on time, but I am rushing. The Australians say that you're very down to earth and you go on all the community runs and all that.
Yeah.
So running is your passion? Were you always in the running world?
Yeah, I grew up with running actually. I you know, the thing also to remember is this is our first year as an Abbott World Marathon major and we're taking a giant leap already. But we're not going to be able to do everything in 1 year, but we will listen. So if you have great ideas and feedback or whatever, tell us. We listen, and we will grow each year, and you'll see the changes, and we'll grow quickly. But we're just really excited to be welcoming so many people from outside of Sydney to come and enjoy the TCS Sydney Marathon. And look, I know people are going to have a ball. They'll love it and they'll want to come back.
Wayne, thank you so much. All right, I just got done interviewing the Sydney race director, Wayne Larden, who is absolutely amazingly nice. He gave me a gift, this hat, which is an exclusive hat. I know it's totally crooked right now because I gotta close it better, but it's the hat. And now I'm gonna head back to the finish line to take some photos with some friends. But first, I'm gonna get myself some boba tea.
strawberry cheesecake.
Oh,
I'm manifesting weekend.
perfect day. It's marathon eve. I'm not running, so I'm pretty happy. I'm not nervous. I picked myself up some avocado rolls to eat at the room because it's kind of cold. I did a little second run and I'm sweaty and it's cooling down, which is good for the runners, but not good for me right now because I am freezing. So I'm gonna take a hot shower, enjoy this, and start editing all these beautiful interviews. And then I'll wake up early tomorrow and see what I can capture from this race. So that's it for tonight. You guys have an amazing night, and then we'll have Boston Marathon content tomorrow. Not just a weekend, actual marathon content. Yay. All right, good night. Good morning. It is marathon day, and it's about 8 o'clock. I'm heading over to the Fairmont to go into the room where the media room where we can watch the race going on and all the stats and all that stuff that makes my nerdy runner self excited. The city is already very vibrant and happening. There's runners going to the Commons to hop on the bus, and it's just such a good day. Another great day. All right, so I'm very excited about this race that is about to start. We are just minutes away. And of course I'm nerding out over here at the Fairmont, watching everything on the screen and waiting for the stats. And it's awesome. They have the wheelchair lineup, all that stuff. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So let's go. Alright, I'm here moving with Marnie on the move.
I've basically wrangled Letty and pulled her out of the media area because we need to go stake out our space.
Because I'm such a sucker for all the stats, and the race is going on. Wheelchairs are almost done. Marcel Hug hopefully will win it again. I like Daniel Romanchuk too though, but I'd be happy with Marcel. Because I like Swiss chocolate. Okay, anyway, so we're heading over to the area where we can hopefully catch some athletes. And obviously we'll post all of that in a separate video. And it is cold. Look at all these brave volunteers that are here, no matter how cold. Okay, so I'm at the finish line of the Boston Marathon, and John Korir has a 41-second lead right now. He's running wearing my Garmin, and that's my claim to fame. But anyway, I knew he was going to do really good. I was hoping he'd be one of the winners, and I can't believe he took off. He's just so strong. He said he was going to win, and here he is.
I believe he's still close to that 2:05.
At the Will Rogers sighting in the grandstands. How are you?
50 years ago, I had a very nice victory here with my good friend Bob Hall. First man ever to do the Boston Marathon in a wheelchair. We were teammates in Boston.
He's here, right?
He's right. He went inside, but
Okay. I haven't met him. I want to meet him.
He's a good guy.
I think it's really hard. Congratulations! How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
I was crying when I saw you cross the finish line. What was going through your head?
Through my head was going, this red, I fall down at the start.
Yeah.
I lost my grip. I was just trying to run and see how it went.
And what did you think when you saw your brother? Like, did you guys cry or?
We cry and we are happy and we are enjoying it now and we are very happy.
Oh my gosh, huge congratulations. Did you wear my Garmin? Garmin. Can you show it to me? This Garmin has a record pace. Oh my gosh, huge congratulations. So what does recovery food look like for you?
Oh gosh, could be anything and everything. I mean, ice cream, to be honest, is probably what I'm craving the most.
Okay.
Obviously I'll get some protein in and maybe take care of this next hour and then I'll let it go for a while. But I mean, to be honest, I have a hard time eating sometimes, and so Ashley will spoon feed me literally and figuratively for the next.
Dakota, huge congratulations on this. How are you feeling?
I feel really good. This is my best Boston time by far, so just happy to be at the finish line at this point.
Tell us about the aggressiveness of the women's race. Were you expecting that?
I was not expecting that. The now 4 times I've been here, we've not really raced that way, so when it went out hot, I tried to hang with it, but just felt like it was a little too rich for my blood and hung back hoping there'd be some carnage on the backside.
And then how did it turn out for you? How do you feel about it?
You know, I feel pretty good. Best Boston time by far, but maybe my worst place by far. So, I mean, the women ran amazing, so I'm happy for how well American running is going.
Absolutely. Huge congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
And then you were battling all the way till the very end.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I fought because I still have the energy, like I told you.
Yeah.
And I believed that I could be in podium, and I hold on that belief until I.
Oh, you're battling for second and third, right?
Yes.
And then the other guy, you got third, right?
Yeah, I've got that.
Third this time, maybe first next time. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Like,
Thank you. This is my second majors podium, my second podium in majors, and it's amazing. I can see an upward trajectory in my career. Very happy.
Yes. All right, so I just got done doing all the press coverage that I wanted to do, and now I am headed back to the course to cheer on my friends and see how many of them I can catch. See, woo, how you feel?
Okay, my legs are dead.
How you feeling?
The race was very difficult, and I'm very happy to have finished.
This is the lobby of the hotel, filled with marathoners that just finished their Boston, and huge lines everywhere. I'm going back to the room. Well, hello! It's Dunsky. It's 2:53 in the house.
I ran 12 minutes slower than my best, but I ran my Boston best by 3 minutes.
Oh, congratulations! Thank you so much.
Congrats on your
my bet. I bet.
Yeah.
And I won. How much money did we make? The beautiful thing about Boston and the marathon is that this race is not finished until the last runner finishes. So everyone is still out here, still cheering, still supporting, and it's just great vibes all the way. I run into at the finish line. It's Paul.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Last time we saw him in Paris,
Yeah.
like 2021, a long time ago.
Yeah, a long time ago.
How was the race?
It was. I didn't run today. I volunteered. I ran last year, and so I decided to give back this year, and so I'm here volunteering.
It's so awesome.
Yeah,
so awesome. We just got done with dinner, and now we're meeting a couple more friends for a little bit, and I feel like I ran a marathon today, but I didn't. It's kind of weird because I feel more tired doing press stuff than marathons.
So we didn't run the marathon. It seems like we ran the marathon.
Tomorrow is one more day of press conferencing, and then on to the next adventure, London.
We have London this weekend.
Yep.
Good luck. Hope you have fun, and hope you did good.
We'll do as good as we can.
Yep.
You'll still be my friend, right?
Of course. Will depend on your time.
Only PR today. PR noodles.
I know, I deserve all of it.
Good morning and happy Tuesday. I am heading to the post office with a bag of stuff that I'm mailing back to my place because it doesn't fit in my carry-on only luggage restriction. And so I'm gonna go do that, grab some coffee, and then go to the last media event that there is. And then after that, yoga, and I'm off to London, so airport. And you're going with me. It is raining in Boston today, so the weather changes so much. I guess that's just April.
Finish tents right at a Copley Square area, and also from on the course. That's about normal. She'll be available.
I want you to you show me your hands?
My hands are now getting better, but it's a bit because I think
Alright, so I just got out of the last press conference for this amazing Boston weekend. They had the 4 winners there, 2 first wheelchair, 2 first male, female, and we had a chance to interview them. A couple of things that I didn't know was that John had actually fallen so early on in the race and lost his bib, but then he had picked it up and put it in his tights and crossed the finish line and then showed it to the race director. It was kind of funny. Another thing that I saw today was that Sharon Lockety was honored for breaking the course record, and she lives in Flagstaff. She was very happy to talk about it. Everything was really good. And with that, I think I'm going to wrap up this Boston weekend. I'm going to meet a couple of friends and have lunch, maybe do some yoga, hang out for a little bit more, and then head to the airport, lounge, and then be on a red-eye flight to London. So thank you guys so much for watching, and stay tuned because there'll be a London vlog where I'm actually running the race. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this content, and don't forget to subscribe and have a good one.